I'm Justin Lucas Savage coming to you from the backyard hammock today and here to talk about a camera from Pentax. This is the WG-3 GPS, and boy can this thing take a beating. It says right here on the lens it's crush-proof, shock-proof, waterproof, and cold-proof. That's crush-proof to 220 pounds, shock-proof to 6.5 feet that you can drop this thing from, waterproof down to 45 feet, and then cold-proof to 14 degrees. I'd like to see a cold-proof actually a little bit colder, but that's just me. This is a fantastic camera. It's a 16 megapixel, 25 to 100 millimeter zoom is the equivalent on the zoom, optical zoom, by the way. I've had this thing all over the place and I couldn't be happier with it. It shoots 1080p video and the audio is pretty decent on it. I took it first and foremost to a 3-day rafting trip in the Rogue River out in Oregon, and what I did was I clipped it right onto my life vest right here, and for 3 days the thing sat there. We were jumping off rocks, we were going everywhere out into the water, and I just left it clipped there the whole time. I've taken it rock climbing, I've had it out with the kids, and it's taken a beating and it's still going pretty strong. The one thing I would recommend if you get this is that I would put, just get an aftermarket screen protector and put it on this. It gets scratched up pretty easily. Of course that doesn't matter, it's not touchscreen or anything, but it does make it a little bit more difficult to see that. So if, in fact, I've gone out climbing, clipped it right onto my harness, and it's, you know, bouncing into the granite and everything, and it handles that just fine. Again, a really great clear lens. I shot in a lot of places in HDR mode and it turned out really well. I mentioned that it's GPS. You're going to see that compass pops up, and so you can hold that. It doesn't do landmarks or waypoints or any of that, but you do. Oops, you do have a compass on it, and so you can find out where you're going. That also does geotag your photos, so you can go back and look up and see where you were when you took them. We'll get back to a regular mode here. I shot in 16:9 a lot, but it also does 4:3. It'll do just about whatever you throw at it. And for as scratched as the back screen got here, I'll tell you that the front lens, there's nothing on it. And I don't understand how that happens. It's a really great lens. It has GPS, by the way, so you've got your relative altitude here and the time. And when you turn that on, at some point, it hasn't been a really cool feature for me, but at some point this does light up, so you can read it even in the dark. I think it's when you turn it on. Let's test that. Oops, I turned it off. Anyways, at some point that lights up. Honestly, I turned the GPS off for the majority of the time that I was using it because it does drain the battery. Again, shooting underwater is not a problem. Shooting half in, half out of the water is not a problem. I tested this thing and I was looking for something that could be rugged and take everything that I'm going to throw at it. Normally, if I'm out climbing or something, I've got this kind of on my waist or back here in a pouch, and man, is that annoying to unzip the pouch, do this, turn it on, get ready. And what I was doing a lot with the backpack is clipping it right onto the strap back here. I pull it out and shoot. In fact, a lot of times I could just pull it out, turn it on and shoot like this, and then drop it and it's already clipped on. And so it's been an amazing camera for me. Again, from Pentax, this is the WG-3 GPS model, and they've got some new ones now on the market that are also worth checking out. I'm Justin Lucas Savage at Backcountry Treks.